Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 89. Right, Daniel?
89, yeah.
Joining me today, we have Daniel Navarrete.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Thank you for pronouncing my name right every week. You have
Every
no
week.
idea my entire
Been on a
life.
hot streak for like 30-ish weeks, probably.
It's not a hard last name, to be honest. And
It was at the beginning. That first year, I could not get it down to save my life. Oh, Daniel, you froze. Really badly. And you're just frozen. You got the dumbest look on your face right now.
direct connected.
Are you direct connected?
You're back. You're back.
Okay, I'm back. You were gone. Okay, not me, bud. Not me.
What? Don't blame me.
You want to keep that in there, or should we start over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, we're gonna keep it in there then. Ladies and gentlemen, Sims is not here. 6 kids, works in a coal mine, busy man, can't be here.
6 kids.
6 kids, works in a coal mine. You know what happened,
Like a
Daniel?
rabbit.
Is the coal mine actually collapsed behind him this time, and he's trapped in a coal mine somewhere in England. His poor
Wow.
6 kids. Yeah.
Wow.
He might never
That's
come
scary.
back for all we know. He'll have to do the show from inside a cave next week, just on his phone. That'd be cool.
He could do it if he can. He'd have to be able to edit it too. So a lot
Yeah,
of work
that's a
on
good
him.
point. Hopefully he brought his laptop.
We'll figure it out.
Daniel, I also want to continue my sponsored video game foods this week with Halo Rockstar. There's your little Master Chef.
Ooh,
Yeah, you see
Master
that? You
Chef.
see that?
Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah. Look at that. Collector's edition. There's 5
What's
of
the
these.
flavor? What's the flavor in that
What
bad
is
boy?
this one? Blackberry goji?
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does. I was
I
gonna
haven't had a
try it.
Rockstar energy in forever.
Dude, Rockstar is one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know if I've ever had a Rockstar. you know?
Really?
And
It's been a while.
and ladies and
It's been a
gentlemen,
while.
I might tell you what it
Oh, a
tastes
nice,
like. What's now?
nice little
Yeah,
snap.
you got that in there, huh?
Very berry.
Super blueberry, like
Nice.
super blueberry. It tastes like candy.
All about it.
Candy in a can, right
Ooh.
there.
Your teeth are rotting already. I can see
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Same as my mind,
Oh my god.
It's pretty good.
This show's gonna go off the rails without Sims.
Yeah, so there's 5 of these. I'm gonna do one a week. I'll give this one a 6.2
Question.
out of 10.
6.2 out of 10.
6.2. Yeah, out of
No,
10.
you got it. It's 20-point scale. You're not giving 6. So
No,
6.5.
6.2, Daniel. This is my segment, all right?
Okay. Do you have all 5 now? I want to ask that.
No, but I will
Okay,
go find the other 5. Hopefully they're not that hard to find. These are the
plan on-
only ones that were there at that
Do you plan on
moment.
buying 2 and keeping 1?
No, because I think you get stuff under the tab, it says. Yeah, there's like a little code here. So I'd imagine, I don't know if you get something
like double
different
XP or
for
something?
all of the codes. It doesn't say that specifically. Do you remember last year when I also had something Halo branded, but it didn't come out? I think it was like Mountain Dew last year. I wonder if that sponsorship
That
deal just like
sounds
ran
right.
out and they were just
I
like,
think they were doing XP or something. For
yeah,
something.
they were. Yeah. I guess that company just did not expect the game to get delayed by a year, but
Well, they
Shit
marketed
happens.
it as last year, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah. Anyways, if there's any more video game branded food you guys want to see me review, please subscribe to our channel and let me know.
There's probably a lot of
love that
cereal.
shit. There probably is a lot of cereal. Yeah. Daniel,
Yes,
another busy week in the world of video games.
actually, yeah, busier than last week.
Yeah, got some good stuff here. DC games, Elden Ring news, some Xbox stuff. We're gonna have a good show.
Yeah,
Let's
get it
start
started.
with the DC stuff. We got 2 new story trailers for both Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League at the DC Fandom event last weekend. Bum, bum, bum. Did you watch the trailers, Daniel?
I did. I watched most of the trailers from the DC fandom. We're in the dome.
Yeah, I watched that dome all day on Saturday.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Here, that was my birthday.
Was it? Oh, I didn't wish
Yeah.
you a happy birthday. I'm sorry.
That's
Happy
okay.
happy
That's
late
okay.
birthday, Daniel. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
What
Thank
are
you.
you now?
That was
28?
28. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm old.
congrats. Yeah, you're getting up there.
Yeah, I know. I guess I'll just off the start. I liked both of the trailers. We've
Yeah.
already seen a ton of Gotham Knights, so it's like I'm good, really, for the most part.
To me, no gameplay with either of them.
That's
Suicide
what I was
Squad,
gonna say.
fine, but
We've seen a lot of Gotham Knights gameplay. Though.
yeah,
we haven't seen
which was
anything
weird
from
because it's
Suicide
like
Squad.
last year we got a whole like deep dive into
Yeah.
Gotham Knights. This year
Yeah.
it was just a story trailer. I don't know, maybe DC didn't want to do a whole big 10-minute thing on the games during their event. Maybe
Which is, it's weird that Suicide Squad, like, we have that movie release this year. Like, hit it hard.
yeah.
Give
I
us a
know.
big deep dive.
I bet they
like-
wish they could have timed that better with the game and the movie,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I guess COVID probably just threw everything off with all that, and they probably were planning on releasing that around the same time as that movie, and
And they
COVID
pushed
probably
both of them back
yeah,
to next year.
a
so.
whole year anyways, and that movie got delayed itself too. So
Well,
Yeah.
no, wasn't Suicide Squad always for next year, and then just Gotham Knights got pushed back, right?
was it? Yeah, maybe something like
think
that.
so.
I'm sure the plan though was at some point release Suicide Squad somewhere near the game, but that just kind of got messed up. I feel like that movie kind of just got thrown under the bus too with COVID and it just going straight to HBO Max. But that's for a different podcast. The game though, the story trailer, I thought it was great. I thought they nailed the sense of humor. Again, wish we got gameplay so I knew what we were doing exactly, what it looked like, but. I'm interested. I can't wait. I love Rocksteady. They're a great studio.
100%.
Haven't put out a game in 7 years now, so I'm extremely looking forward to that.
6 years. 6 years.
6 years, yeah. Well, it'll be 7 by the time this
Close.
game comes
Yeah,
out,
close.
right? Yeah. So
They showed other Justice League members for the first time. We saw Flash,
Flash, a little bit of
Wonder Woman.
right? Yeah.
and I think we saw Green Lantern. I think.
One of the lanterns. We did see like a ring with like I don't know whatever they were.
I
doing
want to
with
say it was Green Lantern. He was like doing stuff. I think.
I don't know what the fuck Green Lantern does. I've never seen anything Green Lantern.
Oh, really? Green Lantern's so cool because he's
Is
like
he?
one of the
Okay.
few that actually can like technically face Superman because he is technically using magic, and magic is one of Superman's big weaknesses. I think people kind of forget that it's not just like kryptonite. Like in a lot of stories, he has a weakness of magic. So
is that
Green
ring
Lantern
magic?
is usually, yeah, it's like ring magic, but it
Okay.
used with your mind. You can make whatever you want and use it.
See, this sounds
So,
badass. Why is there no
really
Green
cool, dude.
Lantern? Good Green Lantern movie.
I know, they've never made a Green Lantern movie. It's crazy, you know.
Never. Yeah.
I'm very excited for both. And what's crazy is we're getting both of them next year. Which wait, hold on, getting both of them, and we're getting Harry Potter next year. 3 WB games
out of
in
the
1
WB
year.
theory, Yeah. I wonder
Crazy.
where Monolith is in all this with the guys that made the Shadow and Mordor games.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
they're
we haven't
making
heard from them
something.
anyways. Yeah,
And
they've-
they
it's
just
been a while
we
for
talked
them
about
too.
and we talked about their patent. It's been what 4 years? We've talked about their patent. They finally got like they technically
how
no one can really
they own
use
that system now or whatever.
Yeah, so they're probably using that system in maybe another Mordor game or some new rebooted Middle Earth game. Who knows?
Something like that though. With Suicide Squad, we know it's co-op and stuff like that. What do you want to see? Do you just want Arkham Knight or just the Arkham Asylum gameplay in there, and then I guess there'll be shooting involved too with who the characters are and whatnot? Because what other characters? It's Harley Quinn, King Shark, the Boomerang guy, and then Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Okay, so obviously there's gonna be shooting with Deadshot at the very least, and I assume Harley Quinn will probably have like a submachine gun or something too.
So what I'm expecting is honestly, I'm expecting this game to be very similar, because this another game coming out next year, which is Redfall. I think that these two games are going to be very similar, just in different ways. One's going to be goofier, and one's going to be like probably more magic. But I think that they're both going to be very Borderlands. I think we're going to get like 3 Borderlands-like games next year, which is the Borderlands spin-off, and then these two I think are going to be Borderlands-type games. I think it's probably going to be skills. You just have abilities, like Boomerang's throwing his stuff. I'm sure King Shark's going to be like a tank, probably rip people apart or something.
So it'd be like classes with them, you think?
I don't know about classes, but maybe a little customized with what your abilities do. Maybe his Boomerang could do something
As much
different.
as like the Borderlands characters are classes, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Borderlands does have like separate trees. I'm not even thinking that. For maybe Redfall might have classes. This game, I'm thinking it's probably skills. You're picking skills, and then maybe his Boomerang does like fire damage or something. You just pick whatever.
It'd be
that's
weird
what I
to
would
level
expect.
them all up like at the same, because like I would want to play as all of them at some point, and it's like I don't want to.
It might just
through the whole
be,
game with
especially if
just-
you're playing solo, like a base level.
Yeah.
And then you just like respec if you pick a different character.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what the gameplay actually looks like, because I mean, like we just said, they've been working on this for so long now that it's gotta look good. You know, it's I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting. I guess
I'm expecting it to be
if
high
it
quality.
is more of a third-person
That's what I would
shooter, I would expect, you know, some cover-based systems, stuff like that. But then you mix that in with
I don't know.
that traditional Arkham combat, you know, and then
I think it's gonna be more arcadey feeling than that.
yeah, I don't know.
That's just how their vibe.
Neat gameplay. I like the story setup. Seems cool. Killing all the Justice League members looks like a.
I mean, do you
What is it,
actually think we're killing
Brainiac
them
or
all?
whatever? Maybe you don't actually kill him. Maybe you just stop whatever's controlling it. It's like Brainiac or whatever controlling him, right?
I'm gonna take a poll. What's the likelihood we at least kill one Justice League member?
Ooh, probably 0.
Any of them, like Flash or
probably-
like even
you
or
probably wouldn't.
Green Lantern. No, not even a single one.
Nah, I doubt it.
Okay. What is the
Why would you
likelihood
waste
that
that
any?
potential, you know?
Yeah. What's the likelihood any of the 4 characters die?
Probably not.
Okay.
They need these sequels here, you know? Especially if it takes off after.
One more thing. What's the likelihood Batman shows up in either one of these 2 games?
Ooh, see,
Both of the
because
games.
this is more interesting to me because we do know Suicide Squad takes place in the Arkham universe,
Yes.
which Gotham Knights does
And
not.
Gotham Knights does not, which
very
is so funny.
Actually, very cool in the trailer to go to Arkham Asylum. I thought that was a really cool little nod there. I don't know. I don't know if Batman will show up. Maybe.
100% he's showing up in Gotham Knights. He's not dead, and he's.
Oh
going to
no, he's
show
not
up.
dead in
I think
Gotham
he
Knights.
faked his death.
See, I
to,
really
like-
don't like that Gotham Knights is in a different universe. I wish they just like kept it all together.
What's a different dev, and like you have to think about that
Yeah, but
dev
they
has been
made,
thrown on they've been
Arkham,
thrown
whatever the
under
fuck.
bus. Yeah, like they don't even consider that part of the franchise, and it's so like I feel bad for them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like,
I
they
would
made a
have.
quality game.
I would have tried to pick a different superhero if I was WB Montreal. You know, just get away from Batman more. But now they're
I
like,
mean, just pick
really deep into it.
Nightwing, and Dick Grayson has his own city, Bloodhaven. Just go to Bloodhaven
That
and
would've
just
been
have
cool.
like him doing Bloodhaven stuff. Like that'd be awesome. That way it's tied, but then he's over there.
So with Gotham Knights, we know it's more of an action RPG, is what they're saying. With
You
co-op
are
in
leveling
there.
up in that game.
Yeah, you definitely are leveling up in that game. You can even.
'Cause there's-
I remember in the last gameplay there was like the numbers over.
Yeah, there's levels,
enemies'
yeah.
heads and stuff like that too. So I'm definitely expecting more of a traditional. I don't know. I feel like we are getting more traditional Arkham with Gotham Knights. I know the co-op thing is involved, but it looks more like the Arkham games than
you're
I
gonna
think
get, like,
Suicide
Barbara
Squad is
Gordon.
even gonna.
She's gonna play like Batman. So
Yeah,
you just want
definitely.
that Batman experience. You just play as Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, from what we saw with the combat, it looked straight out of Arkham Asylum. When did we think Gotham Knights is coming out? Because that's got to be sooner than Suicide Squad.
I mean, that's a great question because, like I said, they have 3 big WB games. They're gonna have to have at least a month apart,
Yeah.
if not 2 months apart.
Suicide Squad
so
and Gotham Knights, you got to separate those by like I would say like 6 months
spring
at least.
and
Yeah,
spring
spring
and
and fall.
fall.
Yeah, I think so.
and then maybe Harry in the winter.
Because those will be
Or-
like direct competitions for each other if you put them out
Or-
too close to each other. You know.
Yeah,
Don't wanna
I
be
think
competing
I
with
think
yourself.
Hogwarts is going to be in like November. And if you want me to put a release date, I'd say September for Justice League. I'd say spring, early May for Gotham Knights, and then November.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was thinking like April, May for Gotham Knights. I think that's got to be closer. I don't know. Maybe we'll get another trailer at like Game Awards or something for that with the release date. I can see that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for
Because
Game
when
Awards.
they showed it the year before, it looked like good, and like damn near completed with how lengthy
They're
that
just polishing
trailer
it.
was. Yeah. So and
they showed a whole
another
mission,
year now.
basically.
Yeah. So it was a deep dive into the gameplay, and that was already over a year ago. So I would expect that is on the horizon. Daniel, next up.
Yes.
Elden Ring, the latest game from Software, has been delayed from January 18th until February 25th, 2022.
What a great day.
Is it?
No, it's not a great day. Delay it just completely. Delay it to June. I don't know.
You don't care.
Just delay it not into February. What are you doing?
There's too much right there, right?
Maybe
right
into March.
February.
You're
Yeah.
almost in March. Delay it to March.
March would have been a little bit better. I wish it is 1 week after Horizon Forbidden West, and I wish that wasn't the case. 'Cause
And it's the same date.
I'm not
as,
gonna like that.
Saints
As
Row.
Saints Row right now, yeah.
Stop it. And you know what else is the same day? Which is a
What?
big deal, which I completely forgot,
What's
is
that?
the Witch Queen. Destiny's
Oh,
expansion.
Destiny.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, that's huge for a lot of people too. Sifu
yeah.
also comes out 2 days before
Oh, and
this.
Sifu. Oh
Yeah.
get out of here.
February's too much.
I love Elden
Then
Ring.
February
I'm excited
4th
for
is
it.
Dying Light 2. So it's
Yeah.
like February. This is easily the biggest February of video games.
You had a good time in January. You kind of had January to yourself. You're gonna kickstart the year.
There was Pokemon.
It was this and Pokemon. We're like, we're gonna kickstart the year with these 2 games.
Yeah.
And now it's not. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
you let Pokemon just have the month now, even though it's probably still gonna run bad, and they should delay it as well.
Just for my sanity, I wish it was just like 1 more week, because I'm not gonna be done with Horizon at that point, and there's not gonna be a goddamn thing that's gonna pull me away from that world.
I want to play Witch Queen. I want to play Sifu. I
Yeah.
probably want to play Saints Row.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna have to space them out.
Yeah,
but
definitely. Hopefully March isn't too busy, at least like early March, but we'll see. It probably will be. Yeah. But yeah, there's a network test coming out sometime in November.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird. It looks like you're running around that area of that like leak gameplay that Jeff Grubb leaked last week. Yeah, I don't really know what to think about this delay. 6 weeks. I don't really know what you're gonna do in 6 weeks with making the game. I don't know what the reason was for the delay. They didn't state, and yeah, I guess just polish. You know, there was no specific reason given, but yeah, I mean, this is as good as they did any for them. I think there's just like a built-in audience with Souls fans, right, that are just gonna go out and buy this. They don't really care about Horizon coming out a week before or anything. I'm sure there's people like me and you that do, but like,
to be fair, like almost everything the 5 things we said are all different, and they all like. Yeah, some of them
all have their own audience, right?
Yeah. They're not like stepping on toes too much, so like there are maybe some overlap, like you said, but like one's an indie game, one's a big expansion for a live service game, one's an open world comedy game, one's a open world cinematic game, the other one's a really hard From game. Like they're all just very different, you know.
Yeah, I don't really think necessarily any of them are in trouble. If anyone should leave, I think it's Saints Row, or just push back a little bit, just because we haven't seen a lot of gameplay from that, and I think that and Horizon would have the most crossover.
Go look at the Game Informer stuff. They're doing a lot in their cover story.
Yeah, didn't that just start up with that?
I mean, it's their cover story for October.
Okay. Yeah, I know some stuff has been coming out recently with it, so.
They showed some gameplay. It actually looks like that game looks really good.
Yeah, I know you're a big Saints Row fan.
I just hope that like story and goofiness and that kind of stuff lands, but like it looks great, like fidelity wise, like much better than I thought it would.
So with Elden Ring, are you interested in it? Like, I know you're not the biggest Souls games fan.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Souls fan. What really got me interested was the Martin stuff, George Martin.
Yeah.
Being a part of writing the Bible for the backstory of the
Bible. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, no, he wrote I think the technical term is like the lore Bible for the game.
I know he basically wrote the lore behind it, right?
Yeah, he basically wrote the lore for the world, and I think Miyazaki kind of wrote a story within it, which I think is a very cool way to use Martin. It's like let him build the world and then you play in it. That way, Miyazaki can just do whatever he wants after that.
Apparently, he did this like years ago too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
He's been done for a while, but yeah, I would definitely want to see reviews and see like how it plays and stuff. Like if it plays better, that's always been my critique. Is just how they play.
This one looks more Dark Souls than like Sekiro did. You know,
definitely
it looks more like a continuation of where the Dark Souls series left off.
Spirit mechanics is very interesting to me as well.
What is that?
You can like capture spirit things and use them for kind of like a not Pokemon, but kind of like a thing, and you use them.
Really?
Yeah,
so like
there's like a
sort of.
Yeah, but you can like use them.
And it's NPCs. It's not players.
So if you remember, you can have players. I think like a normal Souls game. But if you remember, if you go back and watch the trailer, there are like just a bunch of like spirits fighting. So apparently you can like use them for like combat and stuff. Cool. Which sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. You know, I just got into Souls games this year. Played through Demon Souls and then almost beat Dark Souls. I don't know, put that down at some point, and we'll get back eventually. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Elden Ring. I don't like that date.
No.
Yeah, the week after Horizon, that's gonna kill me because there's no way I'm putting down Horizon unless I just platinum it within a week, which is possible.
I mean, Horizon's just a huge game.
Yeah,
it's like
it's gonna
the
be
game
huge,
just
and,
sucks up a
I
lot
mean,
of
obviously,
oxygen.
Yeah, I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn, one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm immensely looking forward to
me
that
too.
sequel. So it's sorry, Elden Ring, but you'll have your own fans that day, I'm sure. I'm sure. Daniel,
Yes.
the video game MPD for September 2021 has been released. Let's get into this one.
Exciting.
We will go through the top 20 games that have sold in September, starting with
Like 10 of
20.
them are Nintendo games, right?
Yeah, at least. At least.
At least.
19 of them are Nintendo games. Starting with number 20, Mortal Kombat 11.
Still going. Let's go.
Still going. Can't stop, you know. 19, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019.
Whoa, it's a little low. It's a little low.
It is
but
a little bit lower. It
it's
was
still
12
going.
last month. But, you know, the
Still
new
going.
one's coming out. You know, kids can't. They got to save up for Vanguard now, you know.
Yeah.
18, Animal Crossing's New Horizons. Still
Good for
going.
that game.
17, Smash Bros. Ultimate. That Sora bump, you know.
Yep. Yep. I played a little Sora.
I did too. We'll talk about that when I talk about what we've been playing. 16, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
15, WarioWare Get It Together. That's a new one.
That's there you go.
Little
That's
low.
not too bad.
Little low for Nintendo.
Yeah, it's weird because the game is also not a full 60. It was just surprising for Nintendo. I think it's 50, and it's still probably pretty
Is
high
it
for the
50?
game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably still.
I'm
pretty high for
sure
the game.
it's the highest selling WarioWare game by like 10
be.
million, you know.
It's already.
14, Minecraft. 13, Sonic Colors Ultimate. New one.
Dude, Sonic sells. People forget
that was the remake. Yeah, Sonic does sell a good amount too. 12, Diablo Prime Evil Collection. What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What does it look like? Does it look?
Diablo Prime
Does it have
Evil
anything to
Collection?
do with-
I don't even. It's not Diablo 2 because that's coming up. So I don't know what
Diablo
Prime
Prime?
Evil Collection was, but hey, it sold well.
Is that just like the trilogy together?
I have
Is it
no idea.
collection?
I
But
didn't
it sounds
know. We host a video game podcast. We have no idea what this is.
I have no idea what this is.
Number 11, Mario Kart 8, of course. Here we go. Number 10, Life is Strange: True Colors, and that
Yeah.
I know I can't find it exactly, but that is now the fastest selling Life is Strange game.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's very good for them. Good for
Yes.
Deck 9, especially. Yeah, hopefully they just keep going with Life is Strange game. Just make them the Life is Strange studio, I say.
It looks like they are now.
Yeah, let them take over that. That'd be fun. Get a new Life is Strange game every like 2-3 years. That sounds awesome to me. Number 9, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Nice.
Still going strong.
Still top 10.
Yeah, definitely. I know that's number 5 for overall this year, so
Nice.
good for Miles. Number 8, Ghost of Tsushima. Still selling pretty well with that PS5 version. 7, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Okay. Still in the top 10 though.
Yeah, got kicked down from 3. This is probably its first time out of the top 5 all year.
We're starting to get into more releases now. It's
Yeah,
probably why.
exactly. Plus the new one coming up. So,
Yeah.
Number 6, Deathloop.
Okay.
Who,
That's good.
How are you feeling about that one? You think 6 is
Honestly,
a good
I think
spot
it'd be
for it?
more. I think it'd be more. If,
Well, obviously
like,
it'd be more if it wasn't exclusive, but
if it wasn't exclusive and if it wasn't 70. I think if it was
Yeah.
60, this game
is it
would
70
still
on
would-
PC too?
I don't. I don't.
It
know,
must be.
actually. If it's Sony published on PC, it probably is.
It wasn't Sony published through anything. It was Bethesda Softworks or whatever. This is the last game Bethesda published.
Okay.
But yeah, 6 for that. I don't know. I would like to see some comparisons with Dishonored, see how it's selling compared to those, because
It did not sell well.
yeah, typically
Honestly-
I know Dishonored, that series didn't sell well, and I don't know. I hope this was a good number for Arcane. You know,
I think it. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like,
sure,
they have the backing now.
They're owned by Microsoft now. Like they're fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to do a little predict right here. I
Sure.
think this is the highest it will be, and it will just fall off.
It'll certainly be the highest it'll be throughout the year. Just because so much shit is coming out. Right?
I think
Like,
we
it's
might get
gonna-
another spike in December, but
Yeah,
that's about
maybe
it.
a little
I don't.
bit.
I don't.
Maybe a good Black Friday sale for these.
I think this game's gonna sell like maybe 5 mil most.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get a nice bump next year when it
Game
comes out
Pass.
on Xbox, yeah, and all that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll just be on Game Pass too, so that'll be nice. It'll get another time to shine in the sun
Definitely.
through Game Pass, and I think it's a year timed exclusive, so next September.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Number 5, Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Yeah, that game's massive.
Diablo
and it's only,
sells, right?
It's a budget game as well. It's $40, so.
Is it? Okay, that's cool.
Maybe
good
it's
for them.
30,
Good
30
for the previous employees of Vicarious Visions. I will miss you guys.
I mean, they're the remake guys, so like, who knows what they're doing next? But yeah, I definitely want to play this. This is one of the greats. Like, this is definitely like a genre-defining game. I would like to play it. I like to check it out. I know it still has quirks of the old game, but I'd like to check it out at some point.
Number 4, a bit of a surprising one. Tales of Arise. Number 4. Yeah. Sold big, huh? I didn't think Tales games sold anything.
Well, the reason why I think is because this is one of the first ones on Xbox in a while as well.
Oh,
it's
is
everywhere.
it? Okay.
This game is everywhere right now. So like they didn't hold it to like PC and PlayStation only or something.
I was watching gameplay of this
everywhere.
the other day. It looks pretty badass.
It looks
honestly.
fun.
Like
yeah.
I would check this out. Yeah.
It reviewed very high. So,
yeah, if I see this on a sale or something, I'm gonna pick this up because it looked pretty fun.
This might be like a dark horse for some like awards this year.
Yeah, definitely. It reviewed well. It's like I think it's like an 87 or something. So, yeah. And then we get into the sports games, Daniel. Number 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah, top 3 is all sports games.
No.
Number 3, NBA 2K22.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, FIFA 22. And then your number 1 for this month, Madden NFL 22.
You just
sports games.
spoiled it for me. I just my heart.
Everything on this list should just be given a little bit of credit because they had to go up against all the sports games, you know, like Tales, Diablo, and Deathloop. It's just all.
It's real sad, isn't it? That these sports games sell this much. It just hurts my heart.
Oh, hang on. I X'd out the thing by accident. Oh boy.
Would you X out?
Our OBS.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, not good. Okay, wait. I think we're back. It never stopped recording, so I think we'll just be blank. Okay, we're back, people.
Yeah.
Madden NFL 22.
Yeah, it hurts my heart so much that these games sell this well. Like, people want change. I know people that play like 2K and stuff and like complain about it all the time, and I'm like, stop buying it then. Don't support it. If you want it to change, like they're not going to change.
But they're not. It's just these are such an easy thing to like pick up for kids and stuff like that too. You know, it's like these are always gonna sell because it's not just the kids audience either. You know, it's a lot of adults. All they play is like the Call of Duty and then one sports game, whatever their favorite sport is. They'll pick one of these and then play that every year. You know, and it's just it is what it is. You know, and I feel like it's always gonna be like that. It's not really too much you can do to change it. I mean, I think like Call of Duty will fall before these sports games fall.
No.
I think so.
No, I mean, FIFA's...
Sports games have... even go back to like when video games were first getting popular with home consoles and stuff. Sports games were still selling then, you know?
No, I'm not saying like that they either will fall, to be honest. Just Call of Duty is just not going anywhere. Sadly, it might need to change sometimes, but like... At least Call of Duty changes it up way more than sports games do. I play almost every Call of Duty.
I'm trying to see if there's anything interesting in the highest selling games of the year thus far. No, nothing new.
What is number 1?
Number 1 right now is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Of course.
What's the best new game?
On here, highest number 4 is Resident Evil Village.
Yo, shout out.
Yeah, and then 5 is Super Mario 3D World. 6 is Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Everything else. So
that's the only one in the top 5?
Yeah. Well,
wow.
The sports games, right? Number 3 is MLB The Show 21, and then number 2 is Madden NFL 22. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the show sold a lot.
I guess it being on Xbox really helped that game.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's normally like very high, but yeah.
It is, but I'm sure that game like really saw a big bump.
Yeah, nothing else really too notable. Yeah, there's your MPD for the month. Bum, bum, bum. Next up, Xbox is holding a 20th anniversary live stream on November 15th at 1 p.m. EST time.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from this, Daniel?
They're not going to show too much. I think they said they might show some trailers for like upcoming releases and stuff, but so we might see some like extended footage of like, who knows, Avowed or Fable maybe, or something, you know, but I wouldn't expect too much. I just hope it. The only thing I want is a fun celebration of Xbox. That's all I want.
Just give me like Phil Spencer and Major Nelson playing Banjo Kazooie or some shit.
Yeah, that's it.
It's probably.
I just want Uncle Phil just be having a good time. That's it.
That's it. He's just playing games.
Just celebrate the 20 years of Xbox, 20 years of Halo. You know, just that's all I really want. I don't need any major reveals. That's not what this is.
No, yeah, they made it very clear. This isn't like a Nintendo Direct or anything, so it's I wouldn't be expecting anything in terms of like new games or whatever. I know they just put out that Starfield trailer. I would have like saved that for this or something like that, you know. It wasn't even like it was just like a trailer with like concept art, and they were just explaining more of the game. I would have maybe like saved that for this or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, maybe they have a little Starfield thing, something like that. Who knows? Maybe even like dev teams coming out and talking about their upcoming games, even if they don't have a trailer ready. Like I would like to hear, you know, a little bit of updates on Fable and Avowed and Hellblade. Hellblade would be great too.
I think we'll get some of that. I think we'll get.
You think so? Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, they said something about showing trailers of upcoming releases. So like I assume we're getting something of like an update.
Sure.
Especially of the things that are coming sooner, like Hellblade. And,
and we also know Redfall is next summer.
Redfall is summer.
That's got to be a year. Yeah, that's got to be getting pretty close to getting a trailer at least. You know.
Maybe Game Awards. Show like a big
something like
chunk
that,
of Game Awards.
I'm really expecting like Hellblade to pop up at the Game Awards again.
I mean,
something like that.
To be fair, Xbox and both Xbox and Nintendo, Sony not as much. They both really love Game Awards.
They do.
So like Xbox showed Series X at Game Awards.
Yeah, they revealed their console there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think Xbox is gonna have a good show at Game Awards.
I do too. Yeah. Sticking on this, do you want to see Xbox like come up with a direct style thing? I feel like they have the studios now, you know?
Like once a quarter, like have like a whatever.
Not even that often. I'd be cool with like 2 a year, you know? Something else. Because
keep E3. Honestly, I'd say keep E3 and Game Awards.
Yeah.
That is like.
Game Awards isn't they can't like reveal a whole slate of things at Game Awards. Though,
no,
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like they have more first party studios than any of the big three now, you know? I feel like they could do a direct style thing or, you know, state of play style thing at any point, really. I mean, there's so much stuff down the line for Xbox now that.
And they always do partnerships, and they always are doing something. Like they definitely could. I mean, Sony already took that playbook as well, so
yeah,
like,
mine as well.
They could easily do that.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying often. I don't want like 1 a quarter. Even seems like too much. You know, I would.
That's kind of what Nintendo does, but it doesn't feel like a lot for Nintendo because they don't show up a ton other places.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, I'd like that. Sticking with Xbox, Phil Spencer has said that Xbox is not done making studio acquisitions yet.
Mm-hmm. He also said that they have to be the right fit for their vision and stuff. So
yeah, I wonder like what more do you guys want? You know, like they have a really good portfolio now, really diverse too. You know, like a lot of studios making a lot of different types of games too. It's
the only like glaring omission I think that they have is something that they've been working towards for years and years, which is the Japanese audience. They've been trying to capture the Japanese audience. I know that the Series X has been, or maybe the Series S, this gen has been doing very well in Japan for them, relatively, compared to what they have been doing. I think I saw a number of 100,000 units already in Japan in like less than a year,
Japan, right?
Which is very good for Japan in Xbox in Japan. So maybe some sort of acquisition. I know Sega is very big, but like something like that would be very big. Maybe a big partnership with Kojima. That's still maybe happening.
We know they have that letter of intent, right? So at some point, Kojima is going to make a game for Xbox, it seems, or he's making something. We don't really exactly know, but we know. I think at some point that'll be there.
Some Japanese thing is, I think, their big omission is what they need.
Yeah, for me, I'd rather just see them go after like studios that are really good but don't sell the best, right? You know, I don't need Xbox to buy like fucking Rockstar or something, right? What does that do for anyone if they bought Rockstar, you know? Rockstar already has all the money. Yeah, but Rockstar already has all the money and resources they're ever going to need. Like, what I mean by that is like you're going to get the same game out of Rockstar whether Microsoft owned them or not. Yeah. So it doesn't fucking matter.
No, it's just
to the consumer.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just more money for them, which who really fucking cares about that? It doesn't matter. You're not
need it. They're literally the biggest company in the world.
Exactly.
Microsoft.
The customer will still get the same product if Microsoft bought one of these big studios that already has a bunch of money and resources. So it doesn't matter. Like Rockstar and like CD Projekt Red, I don't need them to buy them. any company that's
I don't
like
know.
makes
CDPR, I think they've been on a slight downslope. I mean, I think CDPR they've had a lot of Xbox like.
yeah, but look how much
things,
Cyberpunk sold. You know, like all the shit
rough.
around it. Yeah, is I know people complain about that game nonstop, but it still sold phenomenally. So
Yeah.
they don't need your money. I'd rather them just try to buy another studio that needs it, that needs the money and needs it. I think a lot of those Bethesda studios, besides Bethesda Game Studios, were studios that were struggling to sell, right? So now it's great that Microsoft is the one backing them up. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of like someone like that doesn't sell well but makes really great games that could
There's
be
a lot
in
of small
trouble with the
ones.
money. Yeah, there's a lot of small ones. Maybe like a Quantic Dream would be great, something like
They
that.
have that deal with Epic right now.
Does Quantic Dream have that deal with the Epic? Okay.
Yeah.
Something like
Or
that.
no,
Supermassive.
They don't. Maybe I thought they had a deal with someone. I know Remedy has a deal with Epic, but I thought Quantic Dream had a deal with somebody. Maybe it's not Epic.
I can't remember. I know they're making the Star Wars game now too, so I don't. Maybe that could be a good way
That's
too
the
for
rumor,
Microsoft
yeah.
to get into that Star Wars type thing. Supermassive would also be a great one. That's a studio that they actually did well when Sony was backing them. They made a better game with that when they had a big guy.
I think more
backing them.
money. I mean,
Yeah.
House of Ashes comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, so like imagine if Microsoft was backing them now too, something like that. Any studio like that makes
I'll give you two.
great games but doesn't sell extremely well. That's who I'd prefer to see get bought out.
I'll give you two.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'll give you three. I'll give you three.
Give me 4.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
I'll give you 4.
Oh, okay.
Remedy. They've already been so tied
Remedy
for
is that,
years
right?
and years and years.
Yeah, it's
They
not like
should've-
Remedy's games sell extremely well. It's
Yeah,
either, right?
they should have coughed it up. I know that they have the deal with Epic right now, but
They
they
should have bought them after
Yeah.
Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Remedy, that's an easy one, and then
Remedy, though, I don't think they want to be bought. I think they
probably
would've.
not.
I
but
think they would have.
I know Control. It didn't end up making them money because they didn't have a huge
They have a
budget.
deal with Epic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I'm gonna give you 2 easy ones. Ready? Moon Studios
That's the Ori
Ori.
guys. Yeah.
and Studio MDHR,
Yep. Cuphead guys.
Cuphead, and then which has like that we talked about a couple weeks ago with the Netflix thing. Like they might just be picked up by Netflix. That's probably a good pickup for them. And then here's a one to throw a curveball for you. You ready? Playtonic Games, and guess what they're doing? They're making Banjo, the new Banjo.
Oh, that's the ukulele guys, right? Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be great.
That
for
would
them,
be
yeah.
instead of having Rare. I know people want Rare making new Banjo. Let's just get a team that has already
I
kind of.
think Rare's so
done-
different now that they
Exactly.
don't. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they want to make Banjo.
Look at Ukulele. Like they did a Banjo one, and then they did like a Donkey Kong Country game. So
Would be
like have
perfect.
Banjo do both of those things. Have that just be Banjo.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. Yeah.
There you go. That's
I like
pickups.
that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Get on it, Phil.
Yeah, call me up, Phil. I got ideas.
Next up, 2018's God of War is heading to PC on January 14th, 2022. Bum, bum, bum. Here it is.
Oh no, I gotta sell my PC. I gotta burn everything
Darn
down.
it. Fuck it.
Oh no.
Just sell your PS5 while you're at it. You don't need it.
Yeah, break it.
It's all coming to PC eventually.
PlayStation's selling out.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I know people get mad at the PlayStation games coming to PC. I don't really care. I like this because I have a lot of friends that just play on PC and then they go and play these games. Like it was awesome a few months ago, and I got to talk to them all about Horizon. I was like, oh, this is fucking great, Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know they'll all check out God of War when it comes out on there too. I can't wait to see the mods for this as well. That'll be hilarious.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Imagine
Did people
Yoda.
mod Horizon with like the dinosaurs
I'm
and stuff?
sure they did. I'm sure there's stuff.
should
you
look
can
that
go
up.
Look that.
I should
Yeah, there's probably some really wacky stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Sony bought that studio this year that just ports things to PC. So there's more of these coming, people. I promise you. So get ready.
Nathan Drake collection, Last of Us 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that the Thieves collection or whatever, that's coming to PC. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, that's only 4 in Lost Legacy. I'm talking about the Nathan Drake
the
collection.
whole thing. Yeah, with 1, 2,
See,
and
1,
3.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that has to get there at some point.
I'm sure Last of Us will get like a collection as well on PC.
Yeah, I'm sure
That's
Last
what
of
I
Us
would-
and Ghost will probably be maybe not next year or the year after or something like that. They seem to be doing one of these a quarter, kind of.
get a little more money. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of seems like the rhythm there. Also, it's good for God of War Ragnarok, right? You get some I think this is the idea with a lot of these, right? You know, you get a bunch of other people playing the first game, and then maybe they go out buy PS5 for the next one when it comes out. I think
get those PC dorks, you know?
Right, exactly. Nerds.
Bunch of nerds over at PC.
Next up, sticking with PlayStation a little bit, we got our first trailer for the Uncharted movie this morning. Got about, what was it, 2.5 minutes?
Like a 2-minute trailer or
yeah,
so?
Stuff going on there. What'd you think?
It's fine.
Yeah. That's kind of what I walked away to.
They're kind of like picking things from multiple of the games and kind of putting it into
it.
They're
It's
doing
interesting
their
when they
own
mentioned
thing.
Sam already.
They're mentioning Sam. They're doing like the helicopter or the plane thing from 3. Like,
yeah.
They're
the ship
just
from
taking...
4 was like there too. Like that scenery, the ship in the cave. Yeah, that was there. So it seems like they're picking and choosing from which games they want to do. Bring in. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually a pretty good idea, I think. I didn't want them to just copy the first game. I definitely didn't want that. So at least it's an original story, it seems like. I know Chloe's there.
Yeah. Did we see Elena?
I don't think she's even been casted. I don't think she's in this one at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like that's. Like
I think
one of the
Chloe's going to be the romantic interest in this movie or whatever.
This movie?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like that.
You don't like that they're starting with
that?
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if the idea is like let Tom Holland get a little older and then. You know, I think he's like my age, so I don't know how much older he
he's like early 20s, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's just Mark Wahlberg being Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland being Tom Holland. You know what I mean? They didn't come off as Nate and Sully to me, you know, especially without that mustache. But
did they cast your favorite Uncharted character? Was he in this?
Eddie Raja? I did not see Eddie Raja. No.
I don't remember what he looks like.
He would be tied to the first one completely.
Okay.
They gotta. I mean, you need a high caliber actor to play Eddie Raja. You know what I mean? Like Leonardo DiCaprio needs to play Eddie Raja or something like that. You know, you can't just get any old schmuck to play Eddie Raja. All right, that's the role of a fucking lifetime right there.
You got to get somebody big like Brad Pitt.
You just wait till like Oscars 2026 or whatever, in Uncharted 2, the movie where Eddie Raja's gets nominated for Best Supporting Actor. You know, and he wins. Be great.
Definitely.
Be great. Eddie Raja is such an iconic classic.
Iconic. Everyone knows him.
Everyone, dude. Eddie Raja. He's great.
Eddie Raja.
Anyways, this movie comes out February 14th? 22nd?
It's like early
22nd,
next year.
22nd. My bad.
February. Man, get out of the way of these video games, you know?
That's
Uncharted
a good point,
movie coming at you. Coming at you.
They're directly competing with Horizon.
Yeah.
All right. Come on,
Directly.
PlayStation. Get your shit together.
What are you doing?
Speaking of Horizon, I would love a Horizon movie or a TV show or something.
It'd be better as a TV show. Flush it out more. Like, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know if it would, because you got to nail that CGI then, you know?
Yeah, I don't see how you could do that.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard. I just love that world. I find that stuff so interesting. And,
I guess you can make it more of a Lord of the Rings-esque type of epic.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
With like the different nations coming together and things like that.
Something
but,
like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Don't copy the game again with the story.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Just give me something set in that world. I would love that.
Like make Hades as like a big force like the Urukai. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But
that'd be cool.
It'd be very difficult to make something like that.
Yeah, it definitely would. Any other PlayStation properties you like to see? They're getting big in TV and movies here.
I mean, to be real, I don't want any of them to be.
No, you're good on it.
Yeah,
I kind of am too. I feel you on that. Like it's not like we need any of these, right?
I mean, The Last of Us, but they're making a TV show, which is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Uncharted would have been better as a TV show as well.
I think with all of these, it's who's making it, right?
Yeah.
You know, we know the Ruben Fisher or whatever the hell his last name is directing this Uncharted movie. Fisher, yeah. And he's not. I don't want to like diss him or anything, but he's not the best director out there. You know, thought Venom was just okay. I know he directed Gangster Squad, which wasn't good. So,
I don't even know that movie is.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
But it's not the best director. Whereas like the Last of Us TV show, you got that Craig whatever the fuck guy who
Craig Mazin.
Yeah, Chernobyl, which was like one of the best shows in a while. So that should be good, right? It's all about who's making.
I need to watch that show still.
It's a very very good show.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just all about who's making it. You know, I get more excited about when they announce a director and it's a good director than I do when they just announce the film or TV show.
Speaking of, I don't know what property we tie him to. Where's my Mike Flanagan? Like, give him a big property to work with.
Give him
Or
a
I
big
guess
video
I
game.
don't know. I kind of like him just working on his own stuff, but like,
I do too.
give Mike Flanagan like a property to work with. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he does take a bunch of Stephen King books. I know he's adapting another one right now to Netflix. So.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
his next project? Do you know what this is?
I forget what it's called. Got to IMDb that.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I thought he'd be doing something his own thing again. Okay.
No, yeah, he's another. He seems to be going on with these yearly shows. Anyways, our last news story. Nintendo has revealed the price for Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, which includes N64 games and Sega Genesis games. It'll cost.
There's that Animal Crossing thing as well, kind of mixed in with this.
Oh yeah, you get the Animal Crossing expansion pack with this bundled in. It'll cost $50 a year. Which is double the price of
over double the price.
What it is, over double, yeah.
Yeah, which
Why,
is
20, right?
Which is much more than we had initially thought with that last.
I think we all said 30 now, right?
Yeah, like we said, we all kind of agreed maybe double is like the most they could do, and they went over double the price. So that's a big asking price. I know it, even though it's $50 a year, spread out is like not that much, but they're almost competing with Gold and PSN, which is $60 a year. Nintendo's online service is garbage. If they're going to be asking for this price, they need to have online and fix it.
It needs to work. You guys don't even have party chat through your system, you know?
Have you ever tried Smash Ultimate Online?
Yeah, with you.
Garbage, yeah.
Horrible.
Garbage.
I just did.
Awful.
Yeah, it still loads like shit. Very laggy
awful.
And stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they can't. I think it's just like in their system. The systems aren't built for it, you know? It just never seems like Nintendo thinks about the online infrastructure going into these consoles, right?
No. Like, we talked about the Xbox celebration. I have been playing online on my Xbox, like, Xbox Live since 2004.
Right. It was working better back then.
Yeah,
than
and
on,
honestly, I think Live
Switch
was in
Online.
2003. I think was the first year, 2003. Like, that was the original Xbox. Xbox has had an Ethernet port built in the whole time.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, Nintendo, where are you with your online? You have money.
I think if you want this, you're literally just buying it for N64 and Sega Genesis games, which there's only a limited number of to begin with, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like you're getting every N64 game and every Sega Genesis game. You're getting, like, what is it, like 10 from each, something like that?
I think it's 10 N64. There's more Genesis than N64, at least off the bat. I don't remember how many. I think it's like 20, I think. But yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like the price either. I probably still will buy it just because I'll want to play N64 games at some point, and I'll just be like, $50, whatever. But I wouldn't prefer that price. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, like it's significant now, and that means they
I
have
hope
to step up
with this they at least continuously add N64 and Sega Genesis games. You know, like I want an update like every quarter of like like 2 to 3 games. You know, that'd be at least. You know, that'd be nice.
They have to. Like, they're committing to raising the price, and they have to do more.
I feel like though they're just gonna end up doing like a yearly drop again, you know, and it's like next year we'll get a new batch of N64 and Sega Genesis games, and that'll be it. And maybe at some point we'll get like another expansion pack. See, I don't know because they can't just keep adding expansion packs. Like, are they gonna add Game Boy games and then it's gonna be $75 a year, you know, something like that?
Yeah.
And it's like, at what point do you just stop? I also don't like calling it an expansion pack.
No, the whole
weird.
thing, it's all just dumb.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like 80, right, for the family pass.
Something like that. Yeah.
And I think you can go up to like 6 people or something like that. I forget exactly, but
that's a little bit better, but still you need 6 people then.
Yeah, because it's more total, but you split it, it's cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're hard on Nintendo on this show sometimes, but it's like, I don't know, shit like this, you got to get this shit together.
They do it to themselves. Mm-hmm. I love Nintendo.
I do too. Like, I love a lot of their games, but when you're doing stuff like this and you see what the other 2 guys are doing, it's just like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, moving on from that down note. To be fair, I am still probably gonna buy the online thing, so I'm part of the
Maybe at
problem.
some point.
I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
We will now move on to what we have been playing. Daniel, let's just stick with me and you.
Yeah. Sure.
All I'm playing is Far Cry.
Okay. Do
Still
you want to
into
talk about that or Sora first?
oh yeah, let's talk about Sora.
Okay.
Yeah, played Sora and Smash. I'm obviously not the. I guess that's not obvious. I am not the biggest Smash Bros. Guy. I cannot give you like technical breakdown of Sora here, but I played them and I really liked it. I love the map, the Hollow Bastion map. It's a throwback to the first game. Weird because I don't think a lot of people remember the first game. At least not like me. It's like my favorite game of all time, and I think a lot of people. If you're talking Kingdom Hearts, it's 2. You know, I thought they would have picked a map from 2, and then done that. But you know, and also Hollow Bastion. It's not even like the last world. It's like the second to last world. So I don't know if that's like the most iconic world, but that's the one they went with. And yeah, I like it. I like going through that
Very
map.
Sakurai
It's cool to
move.
see. Yeah, very Sakurai move for sure. I like how he plays.
He's
He's
very
like-
quick.
He's quick. He's floaty, I guess, and jumps up a lot. I don't know. I don't play Smash that much, but I do like the way he plays. I like his.
I like that the
Final
spells are like
Smash.
3 different types.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that is
assuming
cool.
that's like a game thing.
Yeah, well, you can just. It's like Final Fantasy. You can switch which magic
Okay,
power
so
you're
he's just-
using at that point.
gotcha.
Yeah. They have what was it? Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder.
Yeah, so fire, he'll like shoot fireballs out of his sword, and then he'll call like the lightning down, and it does like a lightning strike, and then he could freeze somebody, and they become like the ice block.
Yeah, I like the Thunder one especially because it gives you a little more room to work with. Because 3 strikes come down with the Thunder, so you can be pretty far away and hit him with that. And then I like his get up as well with the you just do the aerial sweep up, and then you get up pretty high there too. I don't know. You're more of a Smash guy than I am. Is he good? Like, would you consider this like good
I
character?
didn't play him a ton,
Yeah.
but I think he's fun. I don't know. He wouldn't be a character. I generally like to play random just because I like to try everybody out. He's fun. I like his taunt where he like flips the sword. I don't know
Yeah.
if you mess with taunts ever. Like
Sure,
he
a
flips
little
the
bit.
sword. That's a good taunt. Yeah, I like him. I like his combos are pretty quick. He is pretty floaty, so you don't really want to be like in the air a lot with him. His up smash is pretty sweeping. It's pretty strong. Kind of reminds me of Link a little bit. How he swipes up.
Yeah, there's the one move where I think you just press B and then he just like continuously attacks, like as long as you're hitting him like 5 times in a row. And I like that one. That one I was doing a lot of damage with that. I was kind of just spamming that online and I ended up winning.
Yeah. Yeah, and he looks cool. I like all his costumes.
Yeah,
as
the
well. We didn't
costumes
talk
are
about the
great.
costumes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have pretty much every outfit from that Sora's ever had. Even the Timeless River one, which is where he just goes black and white, and that was like the Steamboat Willie world in Kingdom Hearts 2. That one's really cool. Then they have the Dream Drop Distance outfit, the Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit, and the Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit. So I appreciate the outfits.
And then like
for
a couple
sure.
other like random ones.
Yeah, the other ones are from I forget what the
Different
power is
forms or
called.
something?
Yeah, the forms in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's what the other 3 are from. Which they didn't put the anti form, which is weird.
What does that do?
It just I don't. He gets all black and like he's like super quick, like a demon. You can like teleport different spots throughout the little area. Yeah, that one is cool. I played through the classic mode. Forgot about this, which was cool because they do the little things to connect to each game in the classic mode. You know what I mean with who you're fighting. Yeah, so there was one where you're fighting 2 different Soras and they were both just like blacked out, and that was from when in Kingdom Hearts 1 there's a point where Sora turns into a Heartless and you have to fight yourself to get out of that, and that was like a hint towards that. There was one where a bunch of what are they called, the ones where everyone's sick of them putting them in Smash. Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem characters were all dressed in white and they had white hair and they were supposed to be like Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Beat
Then
up
there's
those anime sword people.
yeah, exactly. And it was just like 3 of them all with white hair and all dressed out in white. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That was a cool little way to dress someone up like a nobody. But yeah, stuff like that I really appreciate. Sakurai, man, he's awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully he continues with Smash. I know I'd like to give him a big break, but I hope he doesn't just completely step away. You know?
Yeah, who knows? I maybe he goes and makes a different game. You know?
He might. He might. I think. I mean, he made Kid Icarus Uprising. I think it was the last other game that he made.
Really? Did he? Okay. I thought
And
he's
then he
just been
did.
working on Smash since like the 90s.
No, he's done some Kirby games.
Really? That's cool.
And then, yeah, that's why he likes Kirby so much. He's a big Kirby man.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
think
would
it's
say
pretty clear. It's pretty clear that he likes Kirby.
let him go make a different game, unless he just wants out of game development in general. Why
He
not?
seems very passionate about
Yeah,
games.
let him go make something else for a little while. That sounds cool. Now Far Cry.
Yeah,
You have beaten it, right?
I have beaten Far Cry. Yeah.
Cool. I'm on the last area now. Well, my last area. I did the middle last, so I'm in there.
Okay.
It's a big game. Taking me a while here. Yeah.
Are you pretty far along in the main quest for the middle area?
No, I don't think so. Probably like 25%ish in that area, and then
Okay.
does it go quick once you beat all 3 areas and then go to the last area?
Generally, if you're just
Generally.
doing the main quest, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The middle area is probably the biggest area, I would
Is it?
say.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I
I'd
probably
say the
still
way
got a
you're
little
playing
ways
it,
to go.
you are going. You play the shortest one, the next shortest one, and then the next one.
Oh, okay.
You are going to the bigger areas as you're going.
Well, I did it that way then.
Yeah. I I really like this game a lot. It's super fun. We talked about it a lot last week. The end, I think it gets there. They do make some choices and stuff.
Does the story come together for you? Because I feel like I'm getting so little story sometimes, and maybe this is probably a lot just the way I'm playing it, because I do go off and do all this side shit, from time to time. I haven't seen a cutscene in like days at this point, so I am kind of getting lost with the story and where it's going.
If you're not doing the main missions, you're not going to get any.
Yeah, exactly. So did the story come together for you though? Because it still has yet to like hook me or anything. We're not. I know going into this, I wanted Giancarlo, whatever the hell his last name is, to Esposito to be like the main character. It's definitely not that. It seems like I'm getting such little of him throughout this whole game. He's probably got like 10 cutscenes altogether in this game, something like that.
Yeah, he has some really big cutscenes. Like usually, like when you like beat an area, he'll have a really big cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the story lands.
Okay.
In general, it definitely there's a lot happens at that. Like once you beat that third area, a lot happens.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
I would
a lot
assume it
there.
picks up then. Yeah.
And it kind of ends multiple times too. Like you'll think it's the end, and you're like, all right, I'm going to the final mission, and it's not. Like I will say that it ends kind of like 2 or 3 times before you actually beat it.
Okay. Cool.
I ultimately really like it. Like Danny Rojas is an awesome character. Like I just really like Danny Rojas.
Yeah, she is great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's the best character in the game, to be honest. Even more so than Giancarlo.
Yeah, I think I'm at that point with it where I'm just about to beeline it for the rest with the main story, because I am kind of getting sick of the side stuff, getting a little fatigued on that stuff. I mean, obviously
you're spending a lot of time in the game.
Yeah. I am, yeah, and it does end up getting a little repetitive. It kind of reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward moves to that town where like everyone looks like him and it's perfect.
He's doing the same thing every day.
He's doing the same thing every day, and he's having a great time at first, but then as it goes on and on and on, he's like, okay, this is getting a little repetitive.
You're starting to feel that? Just beat it then.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna next time I play, I'm just gonna keep doing main missions until I beat it, because I am getting a little sick of this is why I don't platinum these games, because I do end up getting sick of the same missions over and over and over again. I feel like they don't do a good job either of differentiating the main missions and the side stuff. I feel like I'm doing the same thing in both of those a lot of times, even though at the end of the areas it seems very different, the main missions.
You're doing like a pretty
seem
big
bigger
mission.
Scaled and stuff like that. Yeah, different stuff happens other than just taking over a base and whatnot. But I feel like they could do a better job with making the main missions a little more epic and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like the ending. I think pretty much all the missions at the end.
Yeah, I know you were really hyped after you beat it, so there must be something with the story.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. There must be something.
I'll say that that there is an extra credit scene, and it's just audio. It's kind of like a Metal Gear extra credit scene, where there's just like audio. You just see the title, and there's just audio.
Danny Rojas will return in the Avengers. That's what it says.
I love it. I wish. Yeah, there's an extra credit scene that it's exciting, but I don't know what it really means. I'd be excited to see what you have. I would like to talk to you when you beat it.
Sure. Maybe me and you do a little spoiler cast for this one next week sometime. That'd be fun. I'd be
It makes me excited for what 7's going to be.
interesting. You think it's 7, or do you think it's the next spin-off? Because I don't imagine they'll continue with these characters in any way in 7. You know what I mean?
I can't say anything.
They have yet to do that. Can't say anything. Okay. We'll talk about it at some point. So
Okay.
yeah, me and Danny will try to get out a spoiler cast sometime.
I just want to say this might be. They might try to connect the Far Cry's even more.
Interesting. That'd be cool.
Like I think. Well, what I mean is like I think 7 might just be like a direct sequel or something like that. Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, I'm still having a good time with it. You know, I keep switching out my weapons now, which I'm just finding better and better weapons. Those unique weapons.
Use the unique
get
ones.
Really cool.
They're always fun.
Yeah, I found so many of them at this point that I'm finding a bunch of different ones that are working for me, which was a problem I was having in the beginning of the game. I just couldn't find weapons that were working for me. But then, as it goes on and on, you get more and more weapons. I end up finding too many that I like, and I want to use this one, but I can't change my loadout. You know, so yeah, having a great time. What else?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I've been playing. Yeah.
I played a few other things. Me and Sloan were doing co-op in Back 4 Blood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone started this. I've been waiting for someone on the show to start this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we started it on. Ooh, when did we start it? Maybe Friday. Yeah, we're in Act 2. We're like somewhere towards the end of Act 2, I think. There are 4 acts for the whole like big part of the game, and there's like different little chapters in between each. But Chapter 4 is like or Act 4 only has like one section for some reason. It must be just a big ending. We like it a lot, I think, so far. We're only doing it just us, so we have 2 bots, and oh boy.
Are the bots bad?
Utterly useless. Utterly useless.
I don't remember if Left 4 Dead used the bots, if people weren't there.
You could just play by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I feel like they were way more useful in Left 4 Dead. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. They're bad. So I'm playing as Holly. She like starts with a bat and it gives like the team a stamina boost, like 10% extra stamina for everybody. And Sloan is playing Walker, he starts like a pistol, and he gives 10% life to everybody. Each character has like a boost that they give to the team. So I am doing like a melee build, getting a lot of extra stamina, a lot of ways to like get health when I kill things, all different things that deal with melee. And he's doing more like sitting in the back using weapons and stuff. I really like the game a lot. I think it's just fun, just shoot things. I think the enemy design's really cool. There's like this big guy with a big old hand. He'll grab you and start slamming you down.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So does that take place at the tank?
It takes place what?
Does that take the place of the tank from Left 4 Dead?
No, this is more of a one you see all the time.
Oh, really?
They're I don't know.
So how does that work? So it isn't just the normal zombies and then the 4.
Yeah, they call them like
special ones.
They call them like mutated. No, I think there's more than 4. Yeah, there's more than 4. So there's like this one that there's like a wall, and there's one sticking out of a wall, and he'll like shoot out at you.
Interesting. So is there like special zombies at like all times now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
I mean, that's kind of how Left 4 Dead was. They had like a good amount, and then they would.
Yeah, there would be like the one, right, where like here comes the tank or whatever. But like, are you saying that they're mixed in more with the normal zombies?
No, I'd say it's like Left 4 Dead. With you get the spitter and you get the boomer, the hunter.
Is there like a variation of all those?
Kinda. There is a spitter in it. He'll like spit. He'll gauze all over the ground and spit at you. There's one that like traps you. They'll like spit at you and trap you. There's one that jumps on you. There's this really bigger one that's more tanky like, because there really isn't like a tank in the game for the most part. There are big mini bosses, like huge ones, big health bars.
Interesting.
That's kind of more of like a tank, the mini boss things.
Okay.
There's one called a snatcher, I think, or something like that. And what they do is they'll grab somebody and like swallow them. And then they'll go and dig into a hole to escape. And if they escape, that character's just dead for the whole chapter. So you have to like immediately target and kill it, or kill it before it digs in the hole, or somebody's dead.
That's cool.
It is really cool.
I really want to play this game now. Damn.
It's really fun.
You're getting me.
There are some things that like little nitty gritty things that I wish were better.
Is there a witch? Sorry to interrupt you.
What?
Is there a witch like that? Is there like a variation of that or whatever?
No, not exactly.
Really. Okay.
The closest thing is, I think it's called a shrieker, where if you startle it, it's not just like a hard enemy, but if you startle it, it causes a horde.
Ah, okay. So
that's
there is kind of that, yeah.
It's probably the closest thing to it. The weapons are really fun. It feels good to shoot to shoot guns and stuff. Even the melee feels pretty good. A critique I have with the weapons is if you equip a bunch of things, attachments, because now they have attachments to all the weapons.
Like silencers and whatnot.
Yeah, silencers, scopes, different magazine things, different like stocks and stuff.
Cool. And you put those on any weapon?
Yeah, I think the most is like 4 to 5. I think you can get. There's like different barrels.
Cool.
Some of them only have 3. It depends on the weapon. But you can re-equip attachments, but you cannot, like, if you see a new assault rifle that's like, say it's the same one but it's purple, it's like slightly higher rarity. You can't just, I'm taking all of those, or taking that gun and keeping my attachments. That's just not in the game, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
You can't like take those attachments off that
No.
gun and then put them on the other one.
No.
So
Unless
once you
you
put
find-
an attachment on, it's on. Like you can't take it
Unless
off.
you see a new attachment, you could do that.
Then you could. Okay.
But you cannot like unequip all of your attachments and putting it on a new weapon.
So you have to like really use the attachments wisely.
It's very odd.
Okay.
I wish they would change that. That's a little thing that
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
that's
really
something
like.
they could update out.
Yeah, because like, what if you see a better weapon? It's purple, but it only has like 2 attachments
Right.
that are decent.
Then
but
you'd
you
be
have
so
a fully
used to
spec.
using the attachments on the other one. Yeah.
Exactly, and it's like, oh, I don't really like that. But I'm not really using too many weapons. I do have a weapon. You get 2 weapons. So instead of Left 4 Dead where you get 3, because you always have a pistol, you don't always have a pistol now. You only get the 2.
What do you shoot when you go down then?
It's whatever
Just
you're
one of them?
holding.
Oh, really? Okay.
So like for me, a lot of times I just have a bat
You're just
or
down
whatever
there.
the melee. Yeah, I'm like, revive
away.
me. Yeah, so I am using a weapon. Usually I have like an assault rifle just for like mask stuff, but I'm mostly using a melee weapon.
How's the shooting feel anyway?
Good. It's good.
Good.
It is more of an FPS than Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's very arcadey. The only time you're really zooming in is if you have a sniper or like a rifle. This you're zooming in. It's an FPS. You're zooming in. You're shooting.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it feels good. The sounds are pretty good. It's definitely not as horror as I wish it would be.
Bit more goofy.
There's comedy and stuff. Like
Sure.
the characters.
Yeah, how are the characters? Characters were pretty memorable in Left 4 Dead, I thought.
And these ones are fine.
Just fine.
Like,
okay.
I'm maybe when I beat it, maybe I'll like them a little more. I'm playing Holly. She's like more of a funnier person. She makes quips and stuff. So
Cool.
Walker is more of like a military marine, pretty serious. So he just kind of says serious things. I don't know. They're not as memorable, but there are 8 of them. There are even more than the 4. So you can have a different team composition and stuff.
That's fun. There's more characters, better and stuff like this.
We're just doing the campaign. I have not played the swarm mode, which are just whatever.
I think they
It's
were
like-
theorizing. Sorry to interrupt you again, but they were theorizing on GameScoop. What if they put the Left 4 Dead characters in this? Because Valve likes to do
love
those.
it.
Yeah, Valve likes to do those type of weird deals where they just put like random shit in random games. I think they just did something with Fall Guys or something like that. Maybe not Fall Guys, might have been Rocket League. One of those games. How cool would it be
love
if the
that.
Left 4 Dead characters came into this?
I know.
That'd
love
be
that so
really
much.
fun.
Well, I guess it'll really only be the Left 4 Dead 1 characters because that's Turtle Rock. They didn't do 2. So maybe
They didn't make 2 at all.
that was just Valve.
Really? Okay.
Time. Yeah.
Because that one turned around super quick. I think that was only a year after.
It was like
the
a
first
year,
Left 4 Dead.
year and a half or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 8 characters. The swarm mode. It's where you can play the infected against the people. I haven't played that mode yet, so I don't really know what it's like to play the swarm.
That mode in Left 4 Dead, the first one, that mode would always piss me off.
It's fun. It is fun.
It was
It's
fun. I liked playing as the zombies, but
just go be a hunter and just
people
like,
would always find
jump
the
on people.
cheapest ways to like cheat in that game. I remember.
Hunters were crazy because you
Yeah.
get somebody like jumping on somebody and then you could like split them from the team.
Yeah.
The one thing that I know a lot of people have been talking about is the solo mode and how you can't get achievements if you play it. Like you don't get any unlockable through it. Like you just have
By
all the
yourself,
cards
really?
unlocked. Yeah, the solo mode is apparently they just need to update it and fix that because some people just only want to play that mode.
That sucks because that's probably gonna be the way I play it.
No, I would just say play campaign mode and just have 3 bots.
Oh,
Unless-
you can do it
unless-
like that. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
thought solo mode was like the only thing.
No, there's campaign mode, solo mode, and
Infected.
the swarm mode.
Yeah.
Campaign, I don't know. I assume that there's no bots. That's probably what it means. So it's like you might just be by yourself. So you have every.
That sounds hard.
You just have every card unlocked though. So you just make a build, go in. I assume.
Oh, and then just keep those weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you play campaign as you're going, you're unlocking cards, and then you just have a deck to make your build.
Sure.
One
Do
more
you like
complaint.
that system?
I do. And one complaint I have though with it is you don't really get to change anything. You're just adding in between each act. You have to completely beat an act. So you have to go through the 6, 7 missions and then you get to change it,
Okay.
which kind of sucks because
Yeah,
there's
that's a lot, right?
there's a mechanic called like corruption cards. And what that does is it's a random variation on what happens in the chapter. So like it could just make enemies harder. It could make there's one that's like zombies are on fire. And you can't like change your deck to go against it.
Okay.
So it seems kind of counterintuitive. Like you should be
Right.
able to change things like in between chapters.
Yeah.
So it's like
each chapter you should be able to go
this-
into your loadout.
yeah, this card popped up. Oh, I have a card that's kind of helps against it. So let me put that on. You should be able to be changing cards more often, but you're not.
Cool. I'm excited to play this. I'm glad this exists. Even if I don't get like super into this, I'm just happy that like there's a Left 4 Dead type game back.
Yeah,
You know?
Turtle Rock's still kicking. It's
Yeah.
still kicking.
Yeah. I like that.
It's really fun. It's on Game Pass, and I think that's huge. That's helping this
Definitely.
game a lot.
Yeah. That's just a built-in audience right there for this. So many people that didn't play Left 4 Dead back in the game, they will be able to turn this on and see what was
And it's
so great about
complete
that.
Complete crossplay.
Is it?
PC,
Okay, cool.
PlayStation, and Xbox, everywhere.
Awesome. That's how it should be for everything.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
It says here you also been playing Metroid Dread.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
me about it.
only hour and 45 minutes or so, a little less than 2 hours.
Sure.
I like it so far. There's like the intro, they really throw you into this like first Emmy section, and I think it is a very bad way to start this game.
Really?
Yeah, like there's a cool cinematic. Like the very beginning is really cool. It kind of drops you into the world. You get like a pretty cool cutscene and stuff. Then you build into this Emmy section, and then you kind of have to figure out a way to get through it. And it's just not how I want a Metroidvania to be. Like you're just running through this area, dying, trying to figure out where to go, but you're constantly dying. This isn't like a Souls game or whatever. Metroidvanias are about exploration. Like you're not letting me explore first. I would rather have had the Emmy eventually come into that area. Like let me figure out how to maneuver this area first, and then be scared.
Sure.
You
That
know,
makes
does
sense.
that make any sense? Like,
yeah.
let me do it that way.
Right.
But imagine trying to like figure out how to get through an
You're
area.
terrified, and you're also then trying to figure out.
Not
how
even
to get
terrified.
through.
I wasn't. They're not scary to me.
Right.
It's
Not
more-
scary, but like you have to go. You know, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're constantly being forced, which is a cool mechanic. I'm curious how it evolves in the different areas and stuff, but they don't give you a way to really deal with them, or even kind of hide from them until after you beat the first Emmy and the first boss, which I have. And then you get like a cloak mechanic. You might have seen that in like the trailer.
Yeah. I've
Where
seen
you
a
like
little
hide
bit
in
of
like a
that, sure.
shadow or something, stuff like
Yeah.
that. You get that cloak mechanic right after you beat the first boss, and they really needed to give you that earlier, maybe. Like this first area was not done well, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm
but-
curious to see where you end up landing on this game because it seems like this is gonna be a big one in Game of the Year talks for a lot of different people.
And I like Super Metroid.
I know you like your Metroidvanias. Yeah. I'm still curious in it. Like, I might pick it up at some point, but I don't know. I just don't. I'm not. I saw like Janet Garcia's post the other day of her doing this like platforming section, and I was just like, that looks awful to me because I hate 2D platforming. But there's other aspects of this game that interest me for sure.
Yeah, there's combat and like. It is platforming, but it's also just like an exploration game.
Yeah.
Like I know you like exploring worlds and stuff. So
I do.
Like that's,
yeah. And I mean, I played Shadow Complex and I like that fine. So yeah, I probably will end up checking this out before the year's out.
It makes Samus seem real cool.
Does it?
Like I just want to lay out a scene for you. Beating the very first boss. So the first boss you probably see in the trailer. It's like this dude with like a tail, and he's like slamming down with his tail.
Dude with a tail.
It's got like a spiky
probably
tail.
Seen it, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a spiky tail. He's like slamming it down. So
damn tails.
You get to the final, like she beats him, and he's like hurting, and then behind, like Samus sees it, and it's just a cutscene. So she's like behind him, and she's like walking, and she like turns on her blaster, and she's like walking all cool. And she pulls it out like this and just like is ready for him. And he turns around and comes running at her, and she just blasts him, and his tail does like a little circle, and she jumps through it and like lands like a superhero pose.
Ooh, she does.
And he just like burns into ash. Yes.
Yeah.
It is badass.
Cool.
I loved it.
Cool.
It makes her seem really cool.
How are you playing the game? TV, Pro Controller?
Oh, always.
Always, yeah.
Always.
Me too.
Yeah, it has a different mechanic, which I know is in Samus Returns, which is the counter mechanic. She like will swipe up, and you can like counter enemies, which was not like Super Metroid. I'm very interested to see how. I've heard that this mechanic is very used, and I can tell. Like I'm sure it's going to be used for bosses and stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like it's fine so far, but I don't want like a heavy reliance on having to counter everything to like beat stuff.
Sure, you know? That might be a little much.
Yeah. Visually, that was my biggest like critique of the announcement and all that was I don't know how I like the art style and stuff.
I like that design. Like that stuff looks cool with the red beams and stuff like that. Like the style looks cool to me. I don't know. I mean, obviously the graphics aren't like on par with like the latest games.
Yeah, but... I mean, visually it just had a weird look to it. It just kind of felt generic. The look initially at that first teaser, but I come down. I think I really like how it looks. I think it's pretty seamless between even like saving. Like she'll go onto the platform, she'll turn and like look at the camera, and you just boom right back in. And it just looks seamless, which is pretty impressive for the Switch. And speaking of being impressive for the Switch, I kind of wish this game just looked even more crisper because I know it could.
Yeah,
if this was anywhere else.
It's kind of how I feel about all Switch games, honestly, when I'm playing them.
I know. Man, Nintendo. Just make a high-powered console, please.
Just once,
please.
Just for me.
Please.
Be fun.
But I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Like, I like the idea of the Emmy, so I just don't like how they did it that first area.
Sure. All right, cool. Well, looking forward to hearing more about that next week.
Yeah.
Daniel, you got a game for me?
Yeah, if you want to play, I have a 20 questions game, which we haven't been able to play a game in a while. I know it's just by yourself, so I'll be
I love lenient. The 20 questions by myself. No Sims fucking interrupting me. I don't need him anyways, you know?
I have the game here.
One of these weeks, I'm going to get a 20 questions for you. Maybe next week we could do that.
Oh, I mean, I like picking the games, but...
Okay, sure. Anyways, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind guessing, but sure. I have it pulled up. I'm right here. And I'm ready whenever you are.
Now focus.
Put it at your face.
Still not back. Still not
Put it
back.
at your face. Put it at your face.
At my face.
Put your hand at your face.
Put my hand in my face like that?
Yeah.
That work?
Do this. Do this.
Do this?
Yeah, at your face. Yep. There you
go. God, you're a genius.
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Did this game come out before the year 2000?
It did not come out before 2000.
Thank God. Would have never gotten it. This would have been a terrible game. Okay, cool. Did this come out before the year 2010?
It did come out before 2010.
Cool. Got a decade. Did this game originally come out on the 360, PS3, Wii generation?
It did not.
Cool. Did this game originally come out on, well, did this originally come out on the PS2 Xbox generation? And
It did not.
When the hell did this come out, Daniel? Okay. Is this game exclusive to a platform?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Did Nintendo make this game?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I mean, I can get more specific with that if that would help. I'll just kind of give you a hint there.
Sure.
I can get more specific if that helps. But you'd have to ask it. You'd have to ask it, but
thought you were just going to give me it.
If Nintendo developers helps you, if that helps you, I can get more specific. I know who actually, like, it is Nintendo.
You know the actual.
Yes.
Okay.
But I know the dev team.
That won't help me because I can never remember Nintendo dev teams. Okay. This game originally come out in the N64?
Yes.
A late N64 game.
I thought I could trick you with that. I kind of did a little bit.
Nope, you didn't get me.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I can never remember the late N64 games. This game in the Zelda series?
You've gotten a lot so far. 7. It is not in the Zelda series.
Okay. I know Majora's Mask. That's like the only one I know came out in the 2000s, and it was on the N64.
I think that came out in 2000.
Did it? Okay.
I think so. Or maybe 99. Maybe that was 99. Maybe it wasn't 2000.
Yeah, maybe not. Is this in the Pokemon series?
No.
Okay. It's just gonna be a big guessing game now. Me trying to figure out what the hell came out in the 2000s on N64. Is this?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm sure. Is this a Kirby game?
It is not a Kirby game. You went through 10 already.
Okay. I mean, I got
maybe don't figure out stuff like that. Maybe figure out what you're doing.
Sure.
I don't know,
Is this
something
a
like that.
3D platformer?
It's not a 3D platformer. No.
No. Okay.
No.
You shooting in this game?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
There might be something you can do to shoot, but I don't think you shoot anything.
Okay. Not shooting. Not a 3D platformer. Is there multiplayer in this game?
Ooh. I don't think that there is. I don't think so.
No.
I'd be surprised if there was multiplayer in the game.
Do you play as an animal?
I'm gonna say no.
This is one of those where I'm gonna disagree with you after.
No, you won't. You
Okay.
won't. I'm gonna say no. I'll clarify later. I'm gonna say no. You don't.
Is this a first-person game?
No.
15. Not a 3D platformer, not first person. You're not shooting. It's not Zelda.
Nintendo.
It's not Kirby. Are Mario characters in this game?
Yes.
Can't be Mario Party because that obviously has multiplayer. So is Mario Kart. So do any of the sports games. And it's not a 3D platformer.
No.
Is this a puzzle game?
I think there's puzzles in it. I don't know if I'd say it's a puzzle game.
What is this? You got me stumped here. Mario.
You got 3 more questions and then a guess.
I have no idea. Does Luigi star in this game?
Is it Star Luigi? No,
No.
it does not.
Okay,
Star
I was
Luigi.
thinking like Luigi's Mansion, but I don't even think one of those came
I think it
out.
was 2001.
Yeah,
But that
when
was a
the
GameCube
first one
game.
of those. That was GameCube, right? Okay.
I mean, I think you got a lot of information. I just think you need to get a little more specific, I
Is
guess.
this a fighting game?
No. You have one more question and a guess.
Because it can't be any sports games. Can't be Mario Party. Can't be Mario Kart. It's not a 3D Mario. Yeah. What the hell is this? This must just be some random game I've never heard of. Huh. Is there a 2D platformer in N64? Oh, man. You got me stumped here. I'm just gonna ask, is this a 2D platformer?
There might be platforming in it. No, but it's not. That's 20. You got to guess. You got to guess. I think you've got a lot of information here. I think you are forgetting about something. That might help you.
Yeah, I must just be forgetting about something. Mario's in it, huh?
There are Mario characters in the game.
Mario characters in the game. It came out on N64.
Mm-hmm.
After 2000.
Yep.
Donkey Kong?
Nintendo made?
I don't know. Is this Donkey Kong Country?
It is not Donkey Kong Country.
What is it?
The game was made by Intelligent Systems, which is they did like Fire Emblem and all that. It released in February 5th, 2001.
That's my birthday.
On the N64. February 5th, 2001?
Yeah, February 5th is my birthday.
Nice. Look at that. February 5th, 2001. Published by Nintendo.
I was 6, 5.
It is Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. Okay.
Paper
Which
Mario.
one?
It's an
Is
RPG.
It just normal Paper Mario?
The very first one.
Okay.
Which I think a couple years later, I think it was 3 years later, they did 1,000 Year Door.
That was it. Yeah.
The reason why about the characters, what do you play as? Because you do play as Mario, but I know some side characters. I guess maybe you can call a Koopa an animal.
Sure.
But they're not like the main character you're playing as. They're more
I'm
like
fine with
side
that.
characters.
So-
So that's why I said, don't worry about it. Like you're not really playing an animal.
I'm not too disappointed in myself with that one. I've never played Paper Mario. So
Me neither.
yeah.
But it's coming. I picked it because it's coming to the N64 thing later. I don't think it's coming immediately, but it's like the second wave of N64. This is supposed to be there.
Yeah, I would have guessed that started on like GameCube or something. So
It feels like it, right?
good pull.
It was pretty much like the
Good pull.
latest. It's 2001. GameCube was out.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, I think GameCube was
crazy.
in 2001.
That's
Or
a super
2000.
late N64 game then.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that was the Nerdcast Podcast, episode 89. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to us on audio platforms.
Yeah, podcast
Wherever
services.
you get your
If you're in
podcasts, we're
Bahrain, please comment. I'd like to know.
We'd love to get that Bahrain guy on the show.
No, it's a bunch of people. Apparently, we blew up in Bahrain. I don't know how.
Bahrain. There was like 30 downloads in Wisconsin, which I don't know who. I've told maybe 2 people in this state about this show. So I don't know who you are. You come talk to me. All right.
Yeah, come to YouTube and then comment, and I'll chat with you in there.
Yeah, sure. Danny, I'll chat with you if you want that. Anyways, Daniel, anything else you want to say?
Nope. Excited. It's Halloween time. Best time of year.
Ooh, I do love me some October. You know what I mean? Drinking a lot of pumpkin shakes lately.
Ooh.
Love them. Love them.
Oh.
Anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody. Pumpkin shakes.
Yeah, Culver's.
Oh.